What's up, everybody? The Jose Gagnon, the random guy here again. We're on the last video for today. I'll be continuing on with this Friday night, like I said. Hope you all are enjoying these very much. Pop goes the diesel. Hope you all enjoy. Let's get it rolling now. Yeah, man.
Duck is very proud of being Great Western. He talks endlessly about it, but he works hard too and makes everything go like clockwork. It was a splendid day. The cars and coaches behaved well.
I got the heater. I'm making a video.
The passengers even stopped grumbling. But the engines didn't like having to bustle about. There are two ways of doing things, Duck told them. The Great Western way or the wrong way. I'm Great Western and don't we know it, they groaned.
I feel the same way as Henry, Gordon, and James do. Because if someone kept coming up to me and kept repeating about the things that they enjoy so much about the life and that they enjoy doing, I would get sick and tired of it too. Cause it's just like, I don't want to hear this, man. I'm trying to do the things here. I'm trying to like do my own things. Yes, I like talking to you and you can tell me, but stop repeating it so much because it gets aggravating and annoying, man. Get the heck out of my face now, man. Craziness.
The engines were glad when a visitor came.
Almost forgot to mention, we're going to be meeting another new character in here. And this is the one right here. His name is Diesel. He's like the most awful, jerkiest character in here. Because he likes to... He thinks he's so much better. Even better than James. He brags about saying that because he's a diesel. And diesels are the super amazingness. So he brags about himself even more than James does. And that's saying something. But we're going to see all the crazy awfulness he tries to cause and all the problems. As you're going to see here in a couple of minutes.
He purred smoothly towards them. Sir Topham had him.
And I have no idea why Percy's there. Because in the last episode he was supposed to be sent to the works to be mended. Since he fell into the sea. So I have no idea why he's hanging around with Gordon, Henry, and James in this episode when he was not supposed to be here at all. But that's a mistake on the creators. But it's okay, we just still roll with it. Crazy things always happen in the cartoons, as we all know.
Introduced him. Here is Diesel. I have agreed to give him a trial. He needs to learn. Please teach him, Duck. Good morning, purred Diesel in an oily voice. Pleased to meet you, Duck. Is that James and Henry and Gordon too? I am delighted to meet such famous engines. The silly engines were flattered. He has very good manners, they murmured. We're pleased to have him in our yard. Duck had his doubts. Come on, he said. Diesel purred after him.
And of course, since Gordon, Henry, and James are getting so sick and tired of Duck saying, you know, his usual Great Western stuff, that's why they're happy that Diesel came, because now they don't have to deal with Duck too much. Because they like having new peoples coming, or new characters coming to join them so that they can meet the new character.
Your worthy Sir Topham hat to you, ordered Duck. Diesel looked hurt. Your worthy Sir Topham hat thinks I need to learn. He is mistaken. We Diesels don't need to learn. We know everything. We come to a yard and improve it. We are revolutionary. Oh, said Duck, if you're Reva-thingamy, Perhaps you would collect my cars while I fetch Gordon's coaches. Diesel, delighted to show off, purred away. When Duck returned, Diesel was trying to take some cars from a siding. They were old and empty. They'd not been touched for a long time. Diesel found them hard to move.
Now Diesel's going to be making a fool of himself because he didn't ask Duck which cars specifically to move. So he just found whatever cars he could and thought that those were the correct ones to be moved. So now he's going to make a fool out of himself because he didn't ask questions. He just is like, I'm going to go show how cool I am to the boss manager, Topham Hatt, and the rest of these trains so that I can be the amazingness and show them that I'm the most coolest ever, man. Yeah.
Pull, push, backwards, forwards. Oh, oh, the cars groaned. We can't, we won't. Duck watched with interest. Diesel lost patience. He roared and gave a great heave. The cars jerked forward. Oh! They screamed. We can't! We won't! Some of their brakes snapped and the gear jammed in the sleepers. Chuckled Duck. Diesel recovered and tried to push the cars back, but they wouldn't move. Duck ran quietly round to collect the other cars. Thank you for arranging these, Diesel. I must go now. Don't you want this lot? No, thank you. Diesel gulped. And I've taken all this trouble? Why didn't you tell me? You never asked me. Besides,
Exactly.
Duck, you were having such fun being whatever it was you said. Goodbye.
Like I said, Diesel was doing it just to show off, to see how amazing and cool he is, because he wants to make an amazing impression, amazing first impression, to show that he can do the amazingness. So that way, everyone will think he's amazing and cool, and that he can do great work. But of course, it didn't work out for him because he didn't ask questions. But that's what happens when you try to do things with your own mindset and try to think that you know better, when you could have asked the question, and that way you wouldn't have done all this crazy nonsense for nothing. You know what I mean? Oh, so relatable, man. So relatable to real life.
Diesel had to help the workmen clear the mess. He hated it. All the cars were laughing and singing at him. Cars are waiting in the yard, tackling them with easel. Show the world what I can do, gaily boasts the Diesel. In and out he creeps about like a big black weasel. When he pulls the wrong cars out, pop goes the Diesel. Growled Diesel, and scuttled away to sulk in the shed.
Hope you all enjoyed. Like I said, we'll be continuing on Friday night with more of these. Get the greatness, man. Hope you are all loving this amazing series that I'm doing. I'm doing it for you, for all you amazing people out there. And I'm also a little bit for myself because I just, I enjoy this show so much. So I thought I'd make it enjoyable for everybody by having my amazing commentary go with it. So get the greatness, man. Have the amazing times. Enjoy yourself. Have the happy Thanksgiving too, because tomorrow's Thanksgiving. Yeah, man. Get the things rolling and be happy times every single day whenever you get the chance to.